Hi, I'm Seth, and I unbox pretty much anything, and today I'm unboxing the brand new AirPods Pro. I feel like AirPod Pros would sound better, but I get that they're trying to keep it, within the AirPods family, so AirPods Pro, I get it, but it just doesn't sound that great. But really quick, before we jump into the unboxing of the AirPods Pro, if you are familiar with my main channel at all, which is a sneaker channel, I'm actually running a giveaway for this pair of Air Jordan 4s in a size 9 that don't actually release till December 2nd. So if you win these, you get these like 3 weeks early, which to some people is kind of crazy. All you have to do to enter this giveaway is subscribe to this channel, subscribe to my main channel, follow me on both Instagram and on Twitter at @RealSethFowler, and comment your Instagram handle or your Twitter handle in the comment section of the review of this sneaker, which is linked in the description below. And if you're not interested in winning this pair of sneakers because this isn't really a sneaker channel, I totally understand. Just hit that subscribe button down below to see more videos just like this one, because it would mean the world to me. And you won't be entered for the giveaway, but at least you will feel good about doing something nice for somebody else. Or not, it's cool, I totally understand, no big deal. So literally right before I started filming this video, the UPS guy actually dropped off these AirPods Pro, and in addition to getting these, I also actually got the brand new Amazon Echo Buds, which I'll be unboxing in another video that comes right after this one. So if you want to see these guys, and maybe even a comparison video, make sure to stay tuned. I don't even know what to expect with the Echo Buds, because if I remember correctly, they were significantly cheaper, and I've never had a pair of Amazon headphones, so we'll see how it works out. So here they are, the brand new AirPods Pro, or at least the box anyway, and if you look at the front of the box, you'll notice that this is actually two right AirPods. This is not the right and the left. This is two of the same AirPod just flipped around. So that's kind of mind F. This box is pretty standard for an Apple AirPod box. You've got AirPods Pro written on the top in silver. You've got the two right AirPods on the front. You've got the AirPods in their charging case on the back. You've got a silver Apple logo on the right side and on the left side, and then of course your serial number and all that sort of information on the bottom, so I won't show you guys that. But in order to open up this plastic covering over top of the box, it's just a pull tab right there, which is super easy. So let me just pull this pull tab right there. Very, very easy. I mean, I'd expect nothing less from Apple, but there you go. Here's the matte all-white box. Looking really nice. And actually the AirPods on the front of the box are embossed, so they actually raise off the front of the box, which is a nice detail. But here we go, moment of truth. Look at that, very nice. Designed by Apple in California. You've got your startup guide probably. Yeah, startup guide, safety and handling information. Are there any stickers? There are no stickers, unfortunately, damn, okay. And then you've got the AirPods Pro right there. Every time. And then you've got the AirPods Pro right there. Super easy to pull out of the box because I've got another tab on the top. But let's see what else we've got inside the box. You've got a charging cable, which is USB-C to Lightning. That's interesting. I wonder why they didn't just make this USB-C. So one end is USB-C, one end is Lightning. I don't know if I have any power adapters that are USB-C. Oh, I guess my iPad Pro wall wart has USB-C, so I can at least charge it with something, so I don't think this comes with the wall wart. It doesn't. The only other thing inside the box are these rubber tips for the tip of the AirPods that you can switch out, depending on the size of your ear. Apparently the way that you put these on the AirPods is different than most earphones. Like, you've got a proprietary system that apparently is easier, but we'll have to wait and see. Moment of truth time. I'm really excited. Let's pull off this plastic wrap. There we go. Okay, it doesn't want to come off right away. There we go. This is a very different shape than I'm used to. I mean, I'm sure you know what the original AirPods case looks like, and apparently it looks like this on its side. Actually, you know what? I've got them right here. It definitely looks like this on its side. There we go. It's a little bit bigger, like it's a little bit taller and a little bit wider, and even a little bit thicker too, actually. But it's a pretty similar size. It should be easy to throw in your pocket. We'll get back to comparing these two in a minute, but let me get rid of that. Old AirPods, who needs them? Plebes, that's who. Time for the first reveal. Here we go. Ooh. Very nice. These look similar but different to standard AirPods. They're like a lot thicker and shorter, which I didn't expect. I guess that's a good thing. They're smaller, easier to lose. They're at a much more dramatic angle than the original AirPods. Like, they angle downward a lot more. And you've got this large black area on the back and on the front, which I believe are sensors and also meshes to let sound pass through if you want to hear your surroundings. But let me throw these back in the case really quick so I can pair them to my phone and we can see how they sound. Okay, I'm having trouble figuring out which one goes in which side. I'm so used to the other AirPods. I'm still getting it wrong, I don't understand. There we go. Easier than I thought. Oh, damn it. Okay, let's pair these guys really quick. Just open this up near the phone. There we go. Software update needed. Nice. So I'm probably gonna pause right now because it's gonna take like solid 20 minutes to download and install this update. I'll be right back. So it's been a lot longer than 20 minutes. It's been like 40 minutes. I got sucked into a YouTube video of Kanye, and now I am really late with putting this video out, but it's okay. So what I'm gonna do is actually sync up these headphones right now, which I haven't done yet because the update actually just finished as well. So even if I wasn't sucked into that YouTube video, I would still be waiting for this to sync up or for this to update. But here we go, moment of truth. It popped up right when I closed it. There we go. Connect AirPods Pro. Now what I'm gonna do is throw them in my ears and see how they sound. This is actually the first time I've thrown them in, so kind of excited to see how they fit. Here goes the right AirPod. Okay, I just heard it connect. Here goes the left AirPod. Huh. The noise canceling seems to already be on. That's kind of crazy. Is there a way to adjust it? I guess at this point, let's just throw on some music, see how it sounds. I'm actually really impressed with that. Now I know there's a way that you can actually have the AirPods sense the fit in your ear to see if you're using the right ear tip, and I want to figure out how to do that. The noise canceling is surprisingly good though. I'm actually pretty impressed, and I can still hear what I'm saying. It definitely feels like the sound that I'm hearing is more in my head and not really going through the pass-through in the AirPod, but I think that's just because I've got this giant rubber thing in my ear. Okay, what you have to do is actually go to your Bluetooth settings and then click on the I next to AirPods Pro. And then you can turn on noise cancellation, you can turn off noise cancellation, which I guess sounds a little bit different. It just still sounds like there's something jammed in my ear. Now that I have noise cancellation off, I'm definitely noticing the difference. When I turn it on, everything seems to kind of go like shh, like that. And then when I turn it off, it's all just like muffled noises. And then there's transparency mode, which actually allows you to hear everything that's going on around you. And it still seems like it's amplified through the mics on the sides of the headphones, so it doesn't sound like it normally would sound without headphones in, but it does sound better than turning off noise cancellation. But this is a mode that you would use maybe, for example, at the office. You know, if you were sitting at your desk working on something, you wanted to listen to a podcast or some music, and you wanted to be able to hear people come up behind you and say stuff to you. So you could still enjoy the media that you're consuming, but still be present, you know, in your environment, which I think is a nice thing. And that's something that people really seem to like about the original AirPods. And to be fair, that was just something that happened because they didn't create a perfect seal in your ear, so you could still hear. But these new AirPods Pro have an artificial way of doing that, which sounds fine. It's nothing too crazy. Oh, here we go. Ear tip fit test. Let's try it. Place the AirPods in both ears so they're comfortable and secure, then press play to test fit. Just playing some loud music. There we go. Good seal on both. That's great. I guess the ear tips that came already on the AirPods were fine. I think the way that they're doing this is playing loud music in your ears and then using the mics on the outside of the AirPods to listen and see how much of it they can hear so they know how good the fit is. That's just what I would assume, but that's pretty cool. These AirPods also have Siri as well, so you can listen to messages, you can make calls, you can send text messages, whatever you need to do. And they also have automatic ear detection, which you can turn off if you want. Very nice. I'm actually really impressed with these. The noise cancellation was actually really solid. Nice, I didn't expect that. Forgot that I threw my old AirPods. Let me throw these in really quick and see if I can notice any kind of difference in sound. I'm sure there's a pretty big difference because the price difference is also pretty significant as well. I think the standard AirPods without the charging case are $159, and then with the wireless charging case are $200. These are $250 just straight up. They do also wirelessly charge if you need that. So there is a somewhat large price difference there, so hopefully the sound justifies that. So let me play the same music in these old AirPods. Well, not really old AirPods, second generation AirPods. They're still fine. Huh. Hold on, let me see if I can do both. Hey, connected. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay, so I can't play through both at once, but the sound quality is noticeably better. Noticeably better. That really bums me out now that I'm listening to the old ones again, because they're fine, they work, but it's noticeably better with the AirPods Pro. I didn't want to keep these. I wanted to return these, but now that I've heard them, I can't because they're great. It kind of sucks. There's some pretty noticeable differences between the AirPods Pro and the AirPods second generation, at least visually. Obviously, the older one is a little bit longer, the newer one is a little bit squatter and a little bit fatter. And I don't mind the aesthetic of either. I think they're both a little goofy looking, but not too crazy. Obviously, on the new ones, you've got this rubber tip, which I believe you can actually just pop off. It's got these two little ridges on it that you can sort of pop off. I feel like I'm gonna break it. So it's not that easy to get off. But it's easy to put back on. You can pop it right back on. But unfortunately, this rubber tip is proprietary, so if you lose it, you do have to buy more rubber tips from Apple. And I'm sure in a couple months, there will be more rubber tips available on Amazon. But right now, only available through Apple. But I really don't think you're gonna lose the rubber tip based on how difficult it was to actually get off the AirPods. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, I don't know. But I think you're much more likely to lose the whole AirPod than you are just the rubber tip. The good news is about the AirPods Pro is that they will be a lot harder to lose than the standard AirPods because the fit that you get in your ear is much better. And if the standard fit that it comes with doesn't work for you, you can easily switch out the rubber tips and it should fit you fine. The industrial design of the AirPods Pro also looks a little bit more organic than the standard AirPods. It's a little bit more rounded, more futuristic, and I think I like it. It's not different enough for me to really care too much, to be completely honest, but it's not a bad look. The bottoms of the AirPods are also a little bit different. On the older AirPods, you have a mic on the bottom and then your charging ring. On the new AirPods Pro, you don't actually have a mic on the bottom. That's up on the top of the AirPods. And instead of having a full charging ring, you just have two little metal contacts. Another difference is that now the new AirPods Pro have sort of a matte cutout right there that you can use as a button, a touch-sensitive button, and you have 3 different settings. You could do that on the older AirPods, except what you did is actually have to tap the side of the AirPod because the whole AirPod was touch sensitive. So you could tap it to, I think, skip song or tap it to pause song, but you could only really set them to change one thing, whereas the new AirPods allow you to change 3 different things, which I think is really cool. Another benefit of the AirPods Pro is that they're much better for working out because not only do they fit better, on the original AirPods I actually had to get a rubber tip to actually make them fit in my ear a little bit better, but they're also water resistant and sweat resistant. The only downside of the AirPods Pro that I know of, at least right now, is that their battery life just isn't as good as the AirPods second generation or first generation. And that's because there's so much more going on in these tiny little earbuds. Like you've got noise canceling, you've got all sorts of stuff going on, and that just takes up a lot more battery. So because of that, you only get 4.5 hours of constant listening, and that's just listening to music, that's not using Siri, that's not talking on the phone. And then you can put them in your charging case, and you should get a full day if you keep charging them over and over again. This case apparently allows you to fast charge, so you can throw them in for about 5 minutes, and I believe get an extra hour of listening time, which is great if like you're on the train and they die on you and you want to be able to listen to them in a couple minutes. That's a really cool feature, but I mean the battery life does still kind of suck compared to what it used to be, and it's not the worst thing in the world, especially with the size of them, but I would have preferred if it was a little bit longer. But overall, right now, I'm pretty impressed with these AirPods Pro. Even after just a first impression sort of walkthrough of these headphones, I think they are probably, maybe not a worthy upgrade, but they're definitely worth getting over the standard AirPods if you don't already own pairs of AirPods. I already own AirPods. I think I might actually sell those and keep these because I like these that much better. But it is expensive. It's $250, and not everyone can afford that. I don't think even I can really afford that, to be honest with you. But I really like them. I think they're a nice upgrade. The sound quality is a lot better. The fit is a lot better. They're better for working out, and I think they'll be a great Christmas present. If you'd like to see how the AirPods Pro stack up against the brand new Amazon Echo Buds, make sure to subscribe down below because I'm dropping an unboxing of these guys very, very soon, and I'll compare these to these and also the original AirPods, and hopefully we'll get a good idea of how they all sound and which one's the best for your money. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.